FTL is an amazing game. It's a roguelike. It's a strategy game. It's incredibly fun and infinitely replayable. FTL is a roguelike game. It's mostly a top-down space combat strategy game, but borrows elements from many other games. As stated earlier, FTL is a roguelike. The game is structured in such a way that you choose a ship and always start back at square one. Death and failure, as well as every decision you make, is permanent. The game is about using the hand you're dealt and min-maxing your way through the universe as you reach your destination. Because of the way it's structured, the game is also extremely replayable. At the start, everything is slow going as new ship and ship variants are rare and hard to obtain. Unfortunately, a lot of grinding is required to unlock things. FTL's story is quite simple. You control a ship racing to the last sector in order to warn what's left of the Federation of the incoming rebel fleet's attack. As the player progresses, the rebels chase them. This isn't just story-wise. The developers smartly tied this into gameplay. Basically, as the player farms a sector, a big impending wave approaches. This wave represents the rebel fleet and spells doom for the player if it reaches them. As the game progresses, dialogue options often present themselves. Since the game is so replayable, the same random story events unfold over and over. Eventually, the player will no longer base any of their decisions on the moral dilemmas presented in the dialogue, but rather weigh the pros and cons of every option, knowing the outcome and choosing based off of what will help them the most. It's a real shortcoming. The game has many layers to its combat system. Every ship plays differently, and on top of that, every ship can be modified by randomly obtained or bought upgrades, weapons, augmentations, as well as crew members. Basically, any ship has the potential to be a stealth ship, a tank, or, in RPG terms, a summoner. Crew teleporters can be bought to have your crew board enemy vessels. A drone control system can allow for the wielding of an arsenal of defensive, offensive, and utility drones. The sky's the limit! Or in this case, space. One highlight of the game is the final boss battle. It consists of a 3-stage battle with the Rebel Fleet's flagship. The player is tested by every possible aspect of the game they could possibly face. The flagship is extremely powerful and everything is thrown at the player. The strongest shields, the strongest rockets, lasers, beams, and iron weapons in the game. It has cloaking, drones, teleporters, and, to top things off, the ultimate weapon. No footage of the final boss fight because it would be too much of a spoiler. FTL is an amazing game. It's a roguelike, it's a strategy game, it's incredibly fun and infinitely replayable. My score is 8 out of 10. Buy this game. It is extremely cheap and it will provide countless hours of entertainment. Thanks for watching. Au revoir.